9-year-old beat writer, Pepper Persley, and she's got her own segment, Dish with Pepper.
That's awesome.
I got started in 2017. Actually in an interview with Sugar Rogers with the New York Liberty. So I feel like the Liberty was really how all this started. And I was so curious. I had so many questions about the experience in the league. And so my dad reached out to the Liberty and they were like, yeah, totally. So I was able to interview Sugar Rogers. I was 7, I believe, 6 at the time. And so it was just really an awesome experience. And I think kind of started the flame of my passion for journalism.
Very quickly.
Okay.
I know you know the game, and I know you've studied the players. I want you to tell me who your favorite player and or role model is.
Okay, so my favorite player, I would have to say, is Natasha Cloud, someone who is not playing this season, but on her skill level on the basketball court side, she second team all defense. That's something I know she takes pride in, and I slap the floor and yell defense whenever I'm playing. So defense is definitely something we both have in common, along with rocking the bun when my hair is long enough, and wanting to be point guard. That's my dream role. I always say I want to be 5'8", 5'9", but aside from the court, this year she sat out. Well, I don't want to say sat out. She didn't play this season because she had a different calling to social justice. And I remember getting a message from her saying that she was doing all this work so I didn't have to do it in 10 to 15 years in the future. And I mean, that's the reason why I feel so inspired, because there's this beautiful circle of I'm inspired by them, and Tasha will say it over and over again, and it's really, really amazing that there's this circle, and they're inspired by me, and I'm inspired by them, and I feel like that's honestly my true drive to keep going and keep doing this, because I know there'll be people like you or people like Tasha watching me, watching my interviews and smiling and always supporting me.
On this week's episode, play-by-play announcer Megan McPeak and WNBA reporter Pepper Persley.
I looked at the WNBA and I saw what they stand for, who they are. I see myself in them.
Top of her game, Sunday on Sportsnet 1.
For most of us, it takes years and reps to develop the skills we need to excel in our chosen field. But periodically, a rare talent comes by who seems to have been born with the skills to not only succeed, but flourish. Recently, players and fans of the WNBA have witnessed such a talent in 9-year-old Camilla Pepper Persley. Pepper was prominently seen and heard in press conferences during the WNBA bubble season, playoffs, and finals, quickly becoming a favorite with players and fans. She hosts 2 shows, Dish with Pepper and She Got Next with Pepper Persley. The New Yorker may still only be in elementary school, but she's already at the top of her game.
Pepper, this is such a thrill to have you join us today. I've been following you on social media, and I can't believe you're 9 years old. You are an honest-to-goodness journalist. You have more jobs than most adults do. And you're going to school and doing all your extracurricular activities. How do you actually balance it? I've never asked a 9-year-old about work-life balance before, but I'm asking you, how do you manage all of that?
Well, I do meditation, which helps kind of calm me down. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot to handle. But I mean, I have a really big support group, a group of people who are always there for me when I need it. And yes, having 2 jobs and balancing school and extracurricular activities is kind of a challenging thing, but luckily the WNBA season is in the summer, so I don't have school most of that time, which takes a little bit off of my plate. But yeah, that's a pretty full plate, but it's a delicious plate. Yeah. Well, starting off with the social justice initiatives and the activism that they are showing, having Black Lives Matter in their courts and Breonna Taylor on their jerseys, and each game, each weekend, I believe, saying one woman's name, whether it be Breonna Taylor or Sandra Bland, and I feel inspired by that.
Accepting tonight's Wilma Rudolph Courage Award on behalf of the players of the WNBA is Laisha Clarendon of the New York Liberty. Presenting the award is 9-year-old Camilla Pepper Pursley. If you haven't heard of this rising star reporter, she's been interviewing WNBA players and coaches since she was 6 years old, and based on her game, she'll probably be starting in the league one day as well. Take it away, Pepper.
Well, hi, Laisha, and congrats to you and the WNBA for winning the Women's Sports Foundation Wilma Rudolph Courage Award. I am so excited to be interviewing you today, and again, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
What does winning the Women's Sports Foundation Wilma Rudolph Courage Award mean to you and the WNBA?
Man, it means a lot. I mean, obviously, we love to win in our league, so as athletes, anytime we win an award, a trophy you see in the background that we can, put on our stand at home, it means a lot. But particularly to win an award that isn't about shooting a basketball or playing between the lines is important, because what Wilma Rudolph stands for is literally what the word is in the award, is about courage. And so much of what we've done about this season has been the courage to stand up for other people, to stand up for other Black women, to stand up for people who have been victims of police brutality.
First of all, I feel like just the emotions that I felt, I wanted to highlight important people's voices. And it really started in quarantine, and that piece of quarantine being really challenging. And I honestly just wanted to bring a smile to people's faces. I didn't know what that would be at the time, and the fact that it has reached this point and my platform has gotten to this point is really awesome.